Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL matchup in the NFC West between the San Francisco 49ers and the St. Louis Rams. Now let's start with the 49ers and that offensive side of football. You have to start with the quarterback, Alex Smith. One thing that's important when you play a defense like the St. Louis Rams, your passing game has to be clicking because you have to have balance this week against the Rams, a division opponent. So don't be afraid to utilize your pass to set up your run. We know you can run the football. We know you guys have some outstanding players on that offensive line, even without Joe Staley at left tackle, but you guys are doing well enough to get the running game going. But let's work on that passing game. Use your pass to set up the run. That's going to confuse that Rams defense. It's going to put them in a situation where they're thinking, wow, we had to stop the run first. But you have to throw in obvious running situations, and don't be afraid to run in obvious pass situations. That way you confuse the defense. That way you get Alex Smith in the groove. That way you get those wide receiver targets in the groove and force St. Louis to cover the entire field and not just front load the box and stop the run. Now defensively coming in, when you're playing Sam Bradford, guys, you have to make sure he's an accurate passer, especially when he throws on a run, but you have to make sure you mix up your coverages. So don't be afraid to send a corner. Don't be afraid to delay blitz to safety. You have to mix up your coverages and get him to get rid of that football quickly, because you guys have some outstanding linebackers and your defensive front seven is not a problem. It's the safety spots and the mental lapses at the cornerback position that allow teams to throw the football whenever they choose to against you guys. So don't be afraid, again, to delay blitz. Don't be afraid to send a corner. Don't be afraid to send that extra guy coming from the edge and to force Bradford to step up into the pocket, because if he gets outside, he can still hurt you with his arm because he is also an accurate passer. Now you look at the Rams coming in. Offensively, guys, you have to make sure you get that running game press going early, because that's what's going to happen. That's what everything you guys do is predicated off, getting Steven Jackson rolling, and that's important. Against the San Francisco 49ers, they're going to come after the quarterback. They're going to play aggressive. They're going to try to play the run on the way to the quarterback. So don't be afraid, number one, to get Jackson involved in the run game, but also get him involved in the passing game. Jackson is an outstanding receiver out of the backfield. You guys just don't utilize him as much. So don't be afraid to throw that middle screen to Jackson or get him out there on the flanks and the flats. Allow him to get the football in space and make people miss and also run over people. And when you throw the football against the San Francisco 49ers, you want to attack the safety. So don't be afraid to run those vertical routes down the field. The safety is going to have to choose, especially if you see a single high safety, then you know you have to go deep. Now defensively coming in, you want to play Alex Smith close to the line of scrimmage, guys. This is a guy that won't take those shots deep down the field. Everything from 10 to 15 yards, that's his range. He's going to try to hit everything short to intermediate. He's not going to take shots deep. So you could cheat up a little bit, guys. Force him to work his way down the field. So that all falls on your kicking unit and special teams. When you have to punt, back these guys up. Force San Francisco to make plays consistently in the passing game. I have full faith in your front four to stop the run. It's going to be up to how well you guys defend that tight end, Vernon Davis, and also Delaney Walker. So it's important for you guys to play that hook the curl zone excellent this week. You guys have to protect the hook the curl and flat coverage. That's going to be huge. Otherwise, it could be a long day because they're going to find ways to nip and tuck their way down the field. I'm going with St. Louis at home. This is the NFC West championship game pretty much. You guys have Frisco has to win this game in order to stay alive. St. Louis has to win this game in order to stay alive. This is going to be a playoff game and an elimination game in the NFC West, but I think playing at home will help out the St. Louis Rams. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.